in the town right under a weeping willow shade. I once swore love to a maiden fair. Her scarf, a patch of crimson silk, fluttered in the breeze, like the wild heart of a colt, untamed, unaware, by the old oak tree with carvings worn and deep. Her laughter mingled with the rustling leaves, as sunsets painted lonesome shadows long and steep on those gravel roads where now my spirit grieves. Oh, Rye waits like an old porch swing, still echoing songs of boots on dusty boards. The wind carries whispers and the chill of a love lost, faded words unscored. Rye waits and the sun dips low, casting gold on paths where sorrow lies, and in my heart where no one else may go. Rye waits and never says goodbye. Now the willows bowed as tears are dry and dead. No crimson scarves dance upon the breeze. The oak tree stands, but forgotten is our pledge, and silence fills the void of missing melodies. The cabin by the brook lays empty, windows bare, where once our dreams like wildflowers grew. Now only echoes of our laughter split the air, as I roam these roads, lost, bereft, unglued. Oh, Rye waits like an old porch swing, still echoing songs of boots on dusty boards. The wind carries whispers and the chill of a love lost, faded words unscored. Rye waits and the sun dips low, casting gold on paths where sorrow lies, and in my heart where no one else may go. Rye waits and never says goodbye. If whispers could be caught like falling rain, or memories held in the folds of a scar, would the winds arise soothe this sweet pain, or would they just whisper of a love's epitaph? Yes, Rye waits and I'm a shadow in the setting sun, a silhouette against the fading light of day. With every dusty sunset my heart comes undone, in the town of Rye where my old love lay. Oh, Rye waits and I reckon I wait too, for a whisper on the wind, or a sign in the quiet town where the willows weep in view. Rye waits and I'm left behind. Where the creek bends low beneath the ancient oaks, I found a scarf you wore, now frayed by time and hope. These rustling leaves converse where shadows merge and cope, with whispers of your laugh on that old gravel slope. The rain hides my tears just like it hides the past, each drop a memory in storms that seem to last. This heart like empty cabins, worn and overcast, echoes with the silence of the love that couldn't last. The porch still creaks the same under a sky so vast. Where we once watched the stars, a quiet love amassed. Now trails fade in the fields where our dreams were cast. The dust settles alone as day slips into the past. The rain hides my tears just like it hides the past. Each drop a memory in storms that seem to last. This heart like empty cabins, worn and overcast, echoes with the silence of the love that couldn't last. Oh, the winding roads, the dust kicked by my boots, a saddle worn with miles, tracing back to roots. Yet in each setting sun, my resolved heart disputes the notion I'll forget the love that once was absolute. So let the rain hide my tears, let it wash the lonely miles, as the night claims the sun and the darkness reconciles. Yet still your echo lingers across the time and trials of, and the rain under the oaks, down the old forgotten aisles. Underneath the oak, where the creek bends low, there's a whisper of a scarf left by winter's snow. Sunset spills like fire where we used to stand. Her laughter echoes over scrubland and sand, and the creek listens as I spoke your name through the rustling reeds where my sorrows came. The water runs like memories I can't hold. Creek, listen close to the stories told. Years have worn the pathways, cabins fall to dust, gravel roads to nowhere, lined with broken trust. Once we watched the stars from an old porch swing. Now the night just whispers through the cold spring, and the creek listened as I spoke your name through the rustling reeds where my sorrows came. The water runs like memories I can't hold. Creek, listen close to the stories told. There's an ache in the silence where the wind replies, saddle worn and empty beneath these endless skies. In the solitude of dusk, to the creek I confess, all that's left is shadow and your faded dress. And the creek listened as I cried your name past the rustling reeds by the flickering flame. The water runs like memories now turn cold. Creek, listen close as my heart grew old. So the creek listened and the oak trees know of the love lost in the echo, where the wild winds blow, with each sunset painted in sorrow's deep hue. The creek still listens as I whisper to you.
Under the shadow of an aging oak, where wildflowers dare to grow, I first saw her laughing in the sun's low golden glow. We carved our names within that bark, a fortress strong and true in that quiet, dusty town, under skies so endless blue. Oh, the oak tree called my name, winds whisper secrets old and new, echoes of her voice in the leaves sing of the love I once knew. Every creek and branch, a tale of dreams we'd claim, under that old oak tree where nothing stayed the same. Years drifted like the river bends, smooth stones worn by time. That old porch saw seasons turn, but she's no longer mine. Scarves that danced upon the breeze now lost, like her soft smile left my heart upon that path. Walked alone for miles. Oh, the oak tree called my name, winds whisper secrets old and new, echoes of her voice in the leaves sing of the love I once knew. Every creek and branch, a tale of dreams we'd claim, under that old oak tree where nothing stayed the same. In the quiet I hear the rustling leaves speaking low and sweet, days when the sun spilled like honey where the earth and the sky would meet. But the sunsets bleed crimson now over lands where loneliness reigns. Every twilight cries for her, and the night whispers my pain. Yes, the oak tree called my name, under starlit skies so clear and deep, where memories lay in the dust where the willows weep. Still every night by that gnarled old frame, where my tears fell like rain, under that old oak tree, whispering her name, whispering her name. In the shadow of the oak tree, where the wild blue bonnets lay, we carved our names inside the bark and dreamed our lives away. Her laughter mixed with the prairie wind, a song so sweet and sprung, where the creek bends by Johnson's farm, her smile died young. Her smile died young on the dusty trail where promises hang on the wind. I ride through ghost towns under lonesome moons where her laughter's never been. Each sunset bleeds into crimson fears of what I've lost and what I've won. Beneath the fading stars I sleep, her her smile died young. Now the oak has grown all twisted, the creeks run dry and old, and I'm a drifter on these gravel roads in the silence, bitter and cold. The scarf she left still smells like rain, a memory on my tongue. The porch swings emptied by Miller's Gate, where a smile died young. Her smile died young on the dusty trail where promises hang on the wind. I ride through ghost towns under lonesome moons where her laughter's never been. Each sunset bleeds into crimson fears of what I've lost and what I've won. Beneath the fading stars I sleep, where a smile died young. So I'll settle up as the dawn breaks gray, my heart's as heavy as lead, searching for a sign in the empty sky or a path where feet might have led. But only the wind replies in echoes of the songs we once had sung. In the silence of these wild lands, her smile died young. Her smile died young on that cursed trail, and I'm haunted by the sunrise. Every morning holds her whisper, every night her goodbye. This saddle's aged with my regrets, my tale's forever unsung. I'm just a shadow riding blindly, where a smile died young. Yes, I'm the echo of a love not meant, where a smile died young.
Out where the river bends under the oak shade, we carved our names in the bark, a promise softly made. Beneath the sky white and blue, your laughter was my clothes. Now only whispers linger where once sweet words you spoke. The cabin by the path where the sun would gently hold now stands untouched, abandoned, the canyon turned cold. Oh, how the wind cries through the hollow, empty space. Echoes of your footsteps that time cannot erase. Stars up above like the tears I've never shown. Guide me through these shadows on this journey all alone. Once this heart was sheltered by your love's untold gold, and I'm just a whisper where the canyon turned cold. The saddle hangs dusty, the horse long since gone. like the dreams we once rode on from dusk till dawn. That old porch where we sat now creaks under the weight of memories fading like the light when day meets night's fade. Your scarf caught on the fence post, still fluttering bold. A flag of surrender to the grief I've yet to hold. Oh, how the wind cries through the hollow, empty space. Echoes of your footsteps that time cannot erase. The stars up above like the tears I've never shown. Guide me through these shadows on this journey all alone. Once this heart was sheltered by your love's untold goal. Now I'm just a whisper where the canyon turned cold. Sometimes in the silence, the gravel road sighs, and I swear it's your voice 'neath the moon's watchful eyes. The daylight comes stealing all the night's gentle grace, leaving just the traces of your once familiar face. Oh, how the wind cries through the hollow, empty space. Echoes of your footsteps that time cannot erase. The stars up above like the tears I've never shown. Guide me through these shadows on this journey all alone. Was it just a whisper or your call returning home? Here in the silence where the canyon turned cold, the trail fades away under time's relentless mold. A story untold where the canyon turned cold.
Down by the creek where the wild oaks grow, I first saw her in the spring soft glow. Her laugh was a melody, played low and sweet, under the shade where our two worlds meet. But now the oak leaves whisper her name into the breeze. My heart walked away with hers beneath those ancient trees. The sunset paints her memory across the sky, but under these stars alone, all I do is cry. We shared our dreams on an old porch swing. Her scarf a splash of color in the autumn's cling. The cabin's empty where laughter used to ride. Only dust dances now where our secrets used to hide. And the oak leaves still whisper her name into the breeze. My heart walked away with hers beneath those ancient trees. Every sunset steals a color I used to know, leaving just shadows where we used to glow. By the gravel road I pause and see her trace. In the fading trail a gentle lingering grace. What's gone is gone like the river's endless flow. She's a part of every place I go. To the wind, a reminder that some loves once lost never end. Now every sunset lets her memory invade the silhouettes of what was in the twilight start to fade. The wind carries away the song of our yesterday. Heart walked away, but her soul's here to stay. In the shadow of the oak, where our names were cut deep, the wind watched me leave your scarf in the breeze. Across the empty plain, under the big sky sweep, where we dreamed of forever in the whisper of leaves. Oh, the wind, it knows my secrets, carries my regrets like dust across the trail. And the sun sets on the old porch steps, where I can still hear your voice clear as the rain. I ride past the cabin, now silent and bare. The windows like the eyes of someone who's seen too much despair. The gravel road untraveled, grown over with time's care. Our love's a fading trail, lost in the wild somewhere. Oh, the wind, it knows my secrets, carries my regrets like dust across the trail. And the sun sets on the old porch steps, where I can still hear your voice clear as the rain. Beneath the endless heavens, I confess my heart's wrong. To every star that witnessed us, now I wander alone, with the dust of my dreams clinging tight to my bones, in the lands where the echo of our laughter was once home. So the wind, it watched me leave, with my heart
strung up on that old oak tree. May it whisper to you, as it once did to me, of a love not forgotten, just as wild and free. The sun dips slow, the shadows agree, time to ride on, but you're always with me. Yes, the wind watch me leave, but your memory never leaves.
In the valley where the river bends, neath the shadow of the old oak tree, we carved our dreams in the bark, deep as the scars back on my knee. There we sipped on the summer like sweet whiskey, in a world of shattered glass turned cold. Oh, how the silence screams and the moonlit gleams, where the echoes of our laughter haunt my dreams. Now I wander through the ghost of spring, where the shattered glass turned cold, and the memories like midnight rain forever hold. The old porch swing hangs loose, the cabin's quiet, stilled by time. Gravel roads where we once rode, now trails of dust and whispered goodbyes. Your scarf still lies on the saddle, like a flag surrendered in the night, beneath the stars that watched our world come undone. Oh, how the silence screams and the moonlit gleams, where the echoes of our laughter haunt my dreams. Now I wander through the ghost of spring, where the shattered glass turned cold, and the memories like midnight rain forever hold. Did the wildflowers weep, feeling you slip away? Or did the mountain merely sigh, knowing you wouldn't stay? In the church of the open sky, our prayers are just whispers to the clouds, drifting away like your love lost in the shroud. So here's to the shadows where our past lies deep, to the cold glass shards under the weeping willows weep. I walk these roads alone, my heart bound in winter's icy fold, where once we were, now just shattered glass turned cold. And as the last note fades, like the sunset's final blush, I'll hold on to the quiet sorrow, the tender crushing hush.
On the edge of Jasper Town, under skies once blue and white, I carved our names in the old oak's hide. That porch we built with summer hands now echoes silence like forgotten lands. scarf still hangs on our bedroom door, faded by sun like the love we wore. The wind listened as I called your name. Through whispering leaves I felt your pain. These dusty trails, they know my sin. I walked away when I should have let you in. Oh, the wind listened but you were gone, left with the sunset, my heart undone. The saddle we shared lies untouched, it's warm like the path to your heart, now overgrown and torn. Rain taps on the old tin roof like tears, each drop a memory of our lost years, where wildflowers bloomed, now only thorns remain. In the fields of my soul, where I whisper your name, the wind listened as I called your name. Through whispering leaves I felt your pain. These dusty trails, now my only kin, echoes of hooves haunted by what might have been. Oh, the wind listened as my heart cried under the vast unending sky, by the crumbling gate where our dreams once lay. I understand now why the wind sway, carrying stories of old lovers' sighs. They roam the earth beneath endless skies. The wind listened and I am alone, with the ghost of the past in a house, not a home. May the breeze carry away my mournful tune, scatter my sorrows to the silver moon. Oh, the wind listened but cannot heal all the silent scars that never will seal. In the shadow of an oak, by the creek where whispers play, I first saw a storm arise, a wild, restless gray. She danced 'neath sunsets on gravel roads we'd lay, shared secrets with the wind in that quiet old bay. Oh, storm walked away like rain on desert clay, leaving my heart scattered along the old byway. No more her laughter twines through oak tree sway, only echoes in the cabin where our shadows used to play. Years turned like pages in a book worn thin and frayed. Storm scarf still hangs upon that door, never swayed. The porch where we once sat, now silent and decayed. Her absence cuts as deep as the trails we once made. Oh, storm walked away like rain on desert clay, leaving my heart scattered along the old byway. No more her laughter twines through oak tree sway, only echoes in the cabin where our shadows used to play. From the dust of old roads to the stars we name each night, a cowboy wanders lonesome beneath the pale
Yes, storm walked away, but her spirit stays in the rustle of the leaves and the old porch creaky lays. I'll keep wandering these trails through the end of my days, for every sunset still whispers sweet memories the storm's way. The storm walked away, the storm walked away.
In the shadow of an oak where the old river bends, I found your scarf, the color of the sunset's end. The wind whispers through the grass, a soft and lonely hymn, speaking of the days when your love lived within. Where the gravel roads kiss the sky's wide embrace, I can still trace your laughter, your timeless grace. Oh, how the dust waits on the brim of my hat for another chance to turn back on this lonesome track. But the sun dips low, like my heart beneath the weight of all we lost to time's unyielding gate. Here I stand, a shadowed figure in the fading light, holding on the breeze as day slips into night. There's an empty cabin where the porch light used to glow. Now it's just the moon watching the creaky swing slow. The trails we rode are overgrown, the world has moved on, but in my dreams we're riding still from dusk till dawn. Saddles gathered dust in the silence of the room, each one a chapter of love in the book of this gloom. Oh, how the dust waits on the brim of my hat for another chance to turn back on this lonesome track. But the stars now weep where the rain softly cried for the words left unsaid and the days that have died. Here I stand, lost in echoes of what used to be, as the night claims the land but never sets me free. Under the vast endless skies I've come to understand, every trail has its sin, every hourglass its sand. Yet in the heart of the quiet, in the breath of the wind, your memory dances forever deep within. Oh, how the dust waits, and maybe it always will, on the edge of my dreams, on this silent haunted hill. So I'll ride on till my own time meets the dawn, knowing dust will wait even when I'm gone. Here I stand, a shadowed figure in the fading light, holding on the breeze as day slips into night. So let the dust lie where our memories fell, in the heart of the land where the lone cowboys dwell.
Out where the oak tree casts shadows long and lean, by the whispering creek where we carved our names unseen, An old red scar faded by the sun and the sin. The place where my heart knew peace, where our tales begin. That campfire's glow, warm against the cold night's roar. Each spark a memory, your laughter the fire's core. Oh, campfire, shut the door on those golden days. Now I roam these gravel roads in a lonesome haze. The stars don't shine as bright when I sing your name. Lost love's echo, a mournful tune in the flame. Porch with creaking wood. The cabin stands empty, dreams lost where we once stood. Rain taps on the roof like the beat of your heart. Dust settles where dances swirled, now worlds apart. The trail we once walked, now overgrown, not a trace, just a wandering wind through an empty embrace. Oh, campfire, shut the door on those golden days. Now I roam these silent hills in a lonesome haze. The moon hangs low, heavy with the tales we spun. My shadow stretches far, melting with the setting sun. If I could ride one last time down that old lane, feel the wind, hear your voice calling soft and plain. Maybe this heartache could find its final rest underneath the oak's arms where we love best. So campfire, shut the door, let those embers die. I'll carry this torch alone neath the vast endless sky. Every sunset a reminder of what the heart keeps, even as the cowboy sings the memory weaves. Campfire, shut the door, leave me with the night. The silhouette against the stars, holding on too tight. In the hush of early dawn, where the prairie flowers born, I recall the old oak shade where we laid our love's first cornerstone. By the creek under sky so wide, your scarf it danced a lonesome waltz. On that porch where time did pause, your laughter echoed, now it's lost. Saddle, shut the door on all the dreams that roam these floors. The wind whispers your name through every crack beneath the boards. Sunsets bleed like the tears we've cried on the trails where we once rode. Every hoofbeat in the dust, a story of our love now goes. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds through the streets of this old town. Gravel roads once shared now bear no trace of your sweet sound. The cabin's empty, echoes fade where your dress once swayed in grace. In the silence neath the willows, I still see the moonlight on your face. Saddle, shut the door on all the memories we adore. The wind carries your laugh and the rains lament our Lord. Moonlight fades where we once lay in the arms of night so cold. Every star a whispered sigh, a tale of love no more told. Sky, asking why love rides away, leaving just the soul aside. An empty saddle by the door, a heart that won't ride trails no more. In the night I reach for you, love won't pass this way no more. Dusty heart, keep your secrets buried deep within your core. Let the sunset kiss the night, where our dreams once soared in flight. Hold me tight just once more in the fading prairie light. A cowboy sings into the wind, his voice is soft as sorrowed lore. Saddle, shut the door. My love, saddle, shut the door.
Out where the river bends low neath the willows, I found a scarf blue as the wide prairie sky. It fluttered like a lonesome dove's gentle echo, where once you whispered soft under sunset's loving sigh. The oak tree by the old porch still holds our names, carved deep in the bark beneath time's endless gaze. And the saddle whispers your name in the cold night air, riding trails of memories through shadows of despair. Each stirrup sways with the weight of ghostly dreams, while my heart rides on alone past quiet towns and streams. The cabin stands empty where laughter used to dwell. Windows staring blank like eyes lost in sorrow's spell. Dust dances with the wind across the creaky wooden floors. Echoes of your footsteps I can't hear anymore. The gravel road that led to our sunlit promised land now winds away forgotten through the lonely desert sand. And the saddle whispers your name in the cold night air, riding trails of memories through shadows of despair. Each stirrup sways with the weight of ghostly dreams, while my heart rides on alone past quiet towns and streams. Underneath the vast expanse of stars I lay me down. The prairie wind carries your voice, but it's just a lonesome sound. An echo in the canyon, a whisper in the dark. A cowboy's heart wanders forever, kindled by love's lost spark. So the saddle whispers your name one last time into the breeze, past the trails where love once roamed free, beneath the whispering trees. Maybe in another life, down another dusty way, we'll ride together once again where lost loves find the day. Till then, my love, the prairie moon watches as I roam alone, a wandering soul forever in search of a heart to call home.
In the shadow of a withered oak, where the creek bends low and wide, I dropped my hat, a piece of her, beneath that endless sky. It danced with dust on gravel roads where our laughter used to lay. Now just whispers with the tumbleweeds in the ballet of decay. And that old hat walked away like summer rain through thirsty ground, left me standing heart in hand in this ghost of a prairie town. The sunset bleeds the same old red, but colder blows the wind. Since that hat walked away with her, won't see her smile again. The porch still groans under my boots like it did when she was near, echoing around this empty room, the songs we can't hear. Her scarf still hangs upon the door, but the scent's been washed by time, just like the trails we rode together, now lost to pines and rime. That old hat walked away with dreams woven into its brim, left me with these aching hands and eyes that grow dim. Night stretched longer down these roads where once we rode so free. Since that hat walked away with her, took all my dreams with me. Underneath that vast old sky where stars watch and know, I reckon hearts are made to break and broken hearts to grow. But mine's just wandering lost and cold, a shadow man on a moonlit ridge, walking a path of memories alone beneath the bridge. Yes, that hat walked away like her steps fading in the hall, each echo a reminder of a past I can't recall. So I'll saddle up and ride away beneath these aching skies, while that hat keeps walking away with her under these lonesome cries. The wind picks up the dust it swirls, the sunset paints it all, a scene of silent solitude where memories and sorrows sprawl. Yet in this heart she rides still across lands both wild and free. That hat walked away with my love, left the rest to me.
In the gray dawn, by the oak tree shade, where the cold morning sank into my bones, I traced your name once in the frozen earth, beneath where our whispered dreams had flown. Old Porch Creek, like it shared my heart's ache, echoing footsteps, they danced and grazed. The wind soft moan through the cabin's crack, plays an old remembrance I can't erase. Oh, how the silence speaks in places you once walked. The shadows hold your laugh, and the gravel road still talk. My heart's tied to the dust where the sunset's bled and dried. Underneath the fading trails is where my soul resides. Turned up collar against the stinging rain, your scarf still fragrant, lost its warmth long ago. I wander through these ghostly empty rooms where echoes paint your shadow in soft mournful tones. The saddle sits unused, the leather cracked like the lines now deeply etched upon my face. Each step away from you, the time's harsh track leaves me wandering in our lost embrace. Oh, how the silence speaks in places you once walked. shadows hold your laugh, and the gravel roads still talk. My heart's tied to the dust where the sunsets bled and dried. Underneath the fading trails is where my soul resides. I've held the prairie's endless gaze, its whispering embrace. It tells me you're still out there in the wild's timeless grace. Maybe these old boots, worn and frayed, will bring me back someday to where the oak tree shadows lay, and all my hopes decay. So I'll sit here with the silence where you once walked. Let the shadows keep your laughter and the gravel roads we talk. My heart's tied to the dust where our sunsets used to fade. Beneath cold morning's echo where my weary head is laid. Oh, under these endless skies I find no release, but in every whispered wind there's a piece of your peace.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, on a gravel road where our songs belong. The cabin creaks with your laughter's trace, in each corner a whisper in the wind, your face. Barefoot steps on the old porch wood, still hear the echoes where we once stood. Oh, my heart rides the plains with your ghost by my side, under wide western skies where our dreams used to hide. In the dusk your shadow waits, in the silence it creates, and I'm lost in the winds of your barefoot steps fade. The rivers have swollen with the rains of years, the saddle's worn where we conquered fears. A scarf you left fades under the sun, like the colors of a life that's come undone. The town's too quiet, the streets too bare, each corner moans the emptiness we share. Oh, my heart rides the plains with your ghost by my side, under wide western skies where our dreams used to hide. In the dusk your shadow waits, in the silence it creates, and I'm lost in the winds of your barefoot steps fade. And maybe the moon's too wise, knows why love has to pass, why shadows grow long, why nothing can last. But in the rustling leaves or in the cold midnight drafts, I find the strength in what was, in your love that still lasts. So I'll walk these dusty trails beneath the stars' eternal glow, letting go yet holding on to the only love I know. As the sun dips low, your memory in soft repose, in the heart of the wind where your barefoot steps froze. plains. And darling, it seems in every sunset's glow, you're with me in my dreams.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, I found an old locket, rusted tight in the throes. It whispered of love under vast starry skies, by the creek where the silver moon used to rise. Oh, how that rusty locket cries, tears like the rain on old porch wood. Memories dance on the edge of the night, of a heart that loves more than it should. Once there was laughter in these empty halls, footsteps that echo through autumn's fall. The scarf left on the saddle, faded and worn, like the path from the gate, overgrown and forlorn. Oh, how that rusty locket cries, tears like the rain on old porch wood. Memories dance on the edge of the knife, of a heart that loves more than it should. Underneath the willows we promised the skies, but time is a thief in a gentle disguise. As the wind takes the dust down a long gravel road, I've learned that some loves never lighten their load. So listen when the rusty locket cries, each tear a tale of the old wild rides. Holding on to the whisper of the ghost in the breeze, love's lingering shadow never set free. Oh, how that rusty locket cries, forever bound to the sunset skies. Out where the oak tree shadows sprawl, under the whispers of the sagebrush call, there's a cabin nestled, weathered and small, where my hollow heart said nothing at all. Her scarf still dances on the porch rail line, ghosts of laughter, all lost sweet time. Oh, my heart worn as these leather rain, scars of loving deep as prairie rains. Every sunset bleeds a deeper red. In the silence all I've loved has fled. Hollow heart said nothing, just beats slow under starlit skies. It lets her go. Dusty roads where our dreams once ran, now just footprints fading in the sand. The chair rocks gently, a phantom's touch in this quiet town we love too much. From the wild lands
to the tame streets. All that's left are memories and empty seats. Oh, my heart worn as these leather rain scars of love and deep as prairie rains. Every sunset bleeds a deeper red. In the silence all I've loved has fled. Hollow heart said nothing, just beat slow under starlit skies. It lets her go. Faint echoes of laughter in the wind they weave, a tale too tender for the surf to believe. Was it just the whisper of the aspen leaves, or her voice calling across the time it grieves? Like shadows turning into dust. Every trail I ride, every road I roam. Hollow heart says nothing but looks for home. Here in the quiet of the fading light, my heart said nothing, and that spoke right.